welcome to our channel, and today we are going to talk about Bank of Baroda, whose market capital is around 412.42 billion and it has given a closing of 80.05 INR. Okay, so there are two news, one is a good news and another is a bad news. So let's check out the good news. Though it talks about RBL Bank may get excluded from Nifty Bank, but there is good news hidden in here. And if Nifty Bank is going to exclude RBL Bank, who is going to be replacing with? Then it's none other than Bank of Baroda. So on yearly basis or quarterly basis, they keep on reviewing the bank Nifty, and if some companies are not performing well, they just exclude it from the bank Nifty, and the one which is performing or doing an outstanding job, they just put it in the bank Nifty. So Bank of Baroda is going to be part of bank Nifty, so that confirmation will get it around March 2022. Okay, so this is the good news for the Bank of Baroda, but there are few news which are floating around. Let's check out them also. CBI books Omkar Specialty Chemicals director for alleged 145.51 crore loan fraud. Though it's not a new fraud, the news has been there in the market since long because it's a old news, but they are the CBI and all those things, the case is still going on. So let's check out what they are talking about. So here the Omkar Specialty Chemicals, they have been allegedly causing a loss of around 145.51 crore to the Bank of Baroda. So what has happened, what they have done is like in the form of cash credit, inland letters of credit and a foreign letter of credit, they have taken a loan to the tune of rupees 170.69 crore from the Bank of Baroda, and it's supposed to be short term use to use them for a long term purpose. They were not supposed to keep it for long term, and out of the 50 crore taken as a corporate loan, around 14.54 crore was used for unstated purposes. Now this now here only they have given like the audited balance sheet in 2016 and 17 and 18 showed significant difference in the stock statement. So this is the old news and still they are working on this. So let's if any fraud or any suspicious financial frauds are happening in any bank, what happens? If the company is not repaying the loan, the entire amount goes to the non-performing asset, and that's what is going to happen is happening with this. The company had not been repaying the dues. The loan accounts were declared non-performing asset in 2018 and reported as a fraud to the RBI in September 2019. So it is old news. It has been already absorbed by the market, but still it is flashing in the media. Let's look at the another news similar to this. It's like rupees 6,000 crore Bank of Baroda scam. CBI files 2 supplementary charge sheet. So this is again the scam where what has happened is like the branch Delhi, few group of people, they have given the accused name over here against whom they have charged the supplementary charge sheet. So what they have done is like they have opened an account in a branch of Delhi in Bank of Baroda, Ashok Vihar specifically, and they have deposited all their money in South Asian countries by 59 current account holder from the Ashok Vihar branch. And what they have done, they have done the remittance, they have withdrawn the amount from the Hong Kong. So if you're thinking what is the problem over here, they have deposited money and they have taken out the money. The problem is like foreign exchange. When any bank is doing any foreign exchange, they're supposed to get a permission, and Bank of Baroda got the permission to entertain forex transaction only in 2013. Okay. So they said that 6,000 crore was transferred through nearly 8,000 transactions done between July 2014 and July 2015. And what they have done is like they have done the transaction, they have kept the transaction amount small as around USD 1 lakh, and because of that reason the automated machine couldn't identify it, it couldn't detect it. And on top of that, any high value transaction is supposed to be reported by branch by generating exceptional transaction report and did not monitor the high value transaction. This is the statement by senior official said after filing of the FIR. So these things happens. Bank of Baroda may get a warning about it. The CBI is still doing investigation. But as of now, because the matter was in 2014 and 15 and we are in 2022 almost now, so this is already absorbed news but still floating in the media. The next one is like a similar bank fraud to company cheat bank of rupees 70 crore CBI file cases. Again, they have generated fake account, fake document to borrow the loan from the company, and the entire amount is again in non-personal asset. Similarly, similar to this news, there was one more news like 11 employees of Bank of Baroda Kalikiri branch, 5 other arrested in September 17. So if these fraud cases, what it is showing, it's showing the concern on the bank, because if all these fraud cases are happening, then what will happen, everything will set into NPA, and the NPA will be higher, which is not good for any bank. But the good news is like on 6th of December, Ashok Leyland partners with Bank of Baroda. So what is going to happen over here? Now they are in a mandate where Ashok Leyland and Bank of Baroda to offer a customized financial solution to the customers of Ashok Leyland. So if any customer want to buy any vehicle from Ashok Leyland, the bank will work toward the catering to the customer needs through auto loans with easy monthly repayment plans best suited for the customer. Okay, so this is again a good news for both of them, for Ashok Leyland as well as the Bank of Baroda. So here what the Bank of Baroda said, like this tie-up opens up multiple opportunity for both the institution. Definitely it's going to be benefited for both of them. The next one is like Bank of Baroda signs MOU, that is a Memorandum of Understanding with Centrum Housing Finance. So this Memorandum of Understanding is kind of a legal contract where both companies are coming to the same conclusion, and the conclusion is Centrum Housing Finance is going to source for sourcing and financing housing loan borrower under co-lending model. So here what is going to happen, because of this contract, Bank of Baroda would be able to garner housing loan business to the extent of 1000 crore in one financial year. So this is again good news for Bank of Baroda. Now the Bank of Baroda gain as it arms partners with Indian Navy to launch co-branded credit card. So we already know that Bank of Baroda is in partnership with the Indian Navy, and they are going to launch a credit card which is at free of cost, and it's going to be lifetime free credit card, which is again good news for Bank of Baroda. Now with all this news details, let's look into the chart, what chart says. So when we are looking at the chart, here we see a resistance trend line, and here is the support trend line. Okay, now what's happening over this year, the stock was in a downtrend, it was coming down, it couldn't even touch the touch or break the resistance trend line, but here it found a support trend line, and from here it has given a breakout and went around 110. Okay, and after that it came down. If you are thinking it's a downtrend, no, it could be a retest of the breakout. And here at the retest, if you look at this trend line here, the stock is exactly near the support, which is around 79 or 80. Okay, now what can happen over here, either it will come down to the next support, which is around 73, and from there it can again start the uptrend. But if the 73 support is broken, the next support we can see it at around 61. I don't think it will reach over there, but still if it goes, it's a good opportunity to average your stock. But if it doesn't go, the next target would be 100, and if it sustained near 100, then after that we can see the next target, which is around 110. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.